Well, let's turn our attention now to the ongoing hearing in the Manipur case in the Supreme Court. This is pertaining to the horrific incident that took place on the 4th of May, where two women had been paraded naked by a mob. Now, the Chief Justice of India, during the course of his oral observations, has called for swift action. The Supreme Court has been hearing this matter for quite some time now. He also added, why do we have to wait for a video to go viral to lodge an FIR in this particular matter? The local police did not know that such an incident took place is a question that he's asked. Let me go across immediately to Bhavtosh, who's been monitoring these proceedings very closely in the Supreme Court. A pertinent question asked by the Chief Justice of India, Bhavtosh, about the 14-day lag between the concerned incident that took place on the 4th of May and the time that the zero FIR had been filed on the 18th of May, 14 days after that horrific incident took place.
Yes, Siddharth. In fact, our legal editor Harish is constantly briefing us as to what is happening in the court of Chief Justice of India. In fact, Chief Justice of India has pulled up Attorney General as well as Solicitor General, saying what was the state doing for such a long time. Remember, the zero FIR was lodged on 4th of May. The FIR went to the concerned police station on 18th of May, and virtually after that there was tone-deaf silence till the video became viral. So the real investigation started happening only after the video became viral, and then in a knee-jerk reaction 7 persons were arrested. And when the Supreme Court took suo motu cognizance of this issue, and the notices were issued to Centre as well as to the state, that Centre filed its affidavit saying that the probe will be carried out by the CBI and the trial should be shifted out of Manipur. Now the Chief Justice had now said that the shifting of the trial outside Manipur will happen at a later stage, saying that merely giving the case to CBI is something that is not important. There should be a timeline. There should be a timeline as to how the investigation should be carried out. The very fact that this horrific, macabre incident happened on 4th of May, and there is many believe there is a complicity between those who have carried out this heinous act and the police. The video clearly shows that some police personnel were present, and none of the police personnel have so far been identified and arrested is something that has been raised and pointed out by several individuals. Back to you.
And Bhavtosh, we do know that in the build-up to this hearing, the central government had filed an 8-page affidavit about the action taken in this matter, among other matters. But the Chief Justice of India, CJI Chandrachud, does not appear to be very satisfied. Even with those submissions, he's asked for a specific bifurcation of not just the 6,000 FIRs, but he wants a segregation of the number of cases that have been filed pertaining to crimes against women as well. That data was not forthcoming in the government affidavit.
Yes, Siddharth. In fact, in the affidavit that has been filed by the Home Secretary himself, there is no mention of the cases that have been committed, the criminal incidents that have been committed against women. It only says that counseling is being provided to the survivors. No mention as to how many cases, criminal cases or sexual assault cases have been committed against women. Times Now, our colleagues in Times Now have in fact reported about several incidents that have been committed in Manipur since the start of a slew of violence that happened since first week of May, and which are still being carried out. The state claims that no incident of violence have happened since 7th of May, but time and again several individuals have pointed out that incident of violence, whether it's rioting or whether it's incidents of arson, they have continuously been reported. The Chief Justice of India have rightly pointed out that the state should bifurcate as to how many incidents of crime against women have been reported out of the 6,000 FIRs. Remember, it's a small state. The very fact that 6,000 FIRs have been lodged since first week of May till now is something that that is a very serious concern that has been pointed out by the Chief Justice of India.
And Bhavtosh, what's also very interesting, and this is of course what we're able to glean from the oral observations so far, we'll of course await a written order as well. The Chief Justice of India appears to have also spoken out against whataboutery. He says that we can't be justifying what's happening in other states, but what happened in Manipur is different.
Yes, that was pointed out by some of the lawyers that there have been several incidents of crime against women in West Bengal, in Kerala, particularly in opposition ruled states. And that's what the centre as well as BJP is trying to point out, that if this issue has to be discussed in Parliament and also outside Parliament, then crime against women, larger issue of crime against women, the macro issue of crime against women should be discussed. But the fact is that such a heinous crime has taken place, and the very fact that the state government had tried to suppress it, if not suppress it, did not take any action. Remember, only when this video became viral, the very fact that when the internet ban in fact was lifted, at least the broadband ban was lifted, that the video came out in open, and it's only then that the Manipur police took action. It was only then that the Manipur police for the first time admitted that this video is not fake, it's a genuine video, that the first set of actions were taken out. Immediately, the first 2 arrests were made, and then subsequently 7 individuals were arrested. Anyone who had seen this video, or at least had reported about this incident, it's not that 7 individuals have committed this crime, but there are several other individuals who are involved. There is a complicity of at least local individuals as well as local police, and that's what the Chief Justice and others are pointing out, that why none of the local police or anyone has been at least questioned. And he's not only pointing this out, he is also saying that merely handing over the case to CBI is not enough. There should be the investigation should be carried out in a time-bound manner. But there are several other lawyers who have said that the case should be monitored by the CBI, and there should be a high-powered committee that should also look into this case, the manner in which the CBI or any other agency henceforth carry out the investigation.
And Bhavtosh, the centre has been represented by the Attorney General in this particular matter, Mr. Venkatramani, who is of course speaking on behalf of the central government. What kind of submissions has he made to some pointed questions now that have been asked on the part of the Chief Justice of India during these hearings?